We're here at Lake Colmeyer here in Owatonna, Minnesota. And for the Where's Mark segment this week, where should I go? You know what? I think I'm going to go to a bar. I'm going to go to a famous bar. A bar? No, I'm going to go to a Viking ship. A Viking ship. I've never been to a Viking ship. I'm going to go to a Viking ship that's a bar. A Viking ship that's a bar on the Where's Mark segment today, right here in Owatonna. Buckle up, because what you're about to see is nothing less than spectacular, and it's happening right here in Owatonna, Minnesota, Steele County.
Skål Vikings, let's win this game. Skål Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run up the score. You'll hear us yell for more. V-I-K-I-N-G-S. Skål Vikings, let's go!
No, I didn't. Where's Mark?
Where's Mark?
I'm right here. We're appearing here. You notice that we were at Princess Memorial a couple weeks ago. We're at the Twins game. We're kind of all over southeastern Minnesota. And we're here today with one of the owners of Christian Brothers Cabinets. Now, I asked Doug, I think, on the phone, Christian Brothers is not the same Christian Brothers hockey sticks, right? So this does not look like a hockey stick factory in here. I'm related actually to Davey Christian, who was on the Miracle on Ice team. So we'll be up there in a couple weeks at the Hockey Hall of Fame. So anyway, we're here with the Vikings cheerleaders, and your name is?
Greta.
Greta what?
Just Greta.
Just Greta. So this is Greta Just, and what's your?
Kayla.
Kayla. And you're Kayla Just?
I am.
Just Kayla. Here we go, and we're with Tom Christian, right? Tom. Can you spell it? Okay, go ahead. Tom Van Binsberg, okay. All right, they came up with this bar that's going to actually be in the suite of Ziggy Wolf, right? At the new Metrodome. Okay, do we call it Metrodome? US Bank Stadium. All right, you can tell I'm not from Minnesota. Because if I was, I'd be talking like this, you know, and then we'd go out for a few pints, and then we'd go out back to the bass pond, you know. But okay, so whose idea was this to have a great big bar like this?
The owners.
All them? Okay, and tell me a little bit about this bar.
Well, it's about 26 feet long, 28 feet long, about.
Doug, shoot that keel for me, will you? There's the keel. And it took how many hours to build this thing?
See you later, Doug. You bet.
600 hours to build this thing. And Greta Just, what did you do? Did you build any of this?
I did not. I'm just here to support my friend.
All right, what about you? Did you build any of this?
No, I did not.
Did you build any of this?
We're getting big.
Okay, hammers and nails, everything? Now this bar comes in 5 pieces, correct? And these 5 pieces are going to be transported on Thursday of this week to the stadium and going to be installed into Ziggy Wolf's personal suite at the US Bank Stadium. All right. We're here again, having a great time. There's 1 million people here, maybe 1.5 million. I don't know, it took me 5 miles to walk up here. And you're on the Where's Mark segment here from the Steele County Times. So again, thank you so much for this. And when we see it being broadcast this fall, we can say we were there first. All right, thanks a lot. What? Dan Meyer, M-E-I-E-R.
Correct.
All right, and who do we have here?
It's my wife, Melissa.
Melissa Meyer. All right, very nice to meet you. How's the crowds been?
Busy.
Busy?
Very busy.
Yeah?
Yep.
You guys having a good time though?
Excellent turnout.
Can you guys believe that you're serving at the same bar that's going to be in Ziggy Wolf's private collection?
Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
You bet.
So how the Vikings going to do this year?
I think they'll do all right.
I don't know. Since Favre left, I don't know.
We'll be all right.
You'll be all right?
Yeah, I think
all
so.
right.
But then I think it opened.
This is the Christian Brothers workshop where they made that incredible bar that's going to be in Ziggy Wolf's private suite. Take me over to some of the wood that you actually used.
Well, the wood
for
we
this.
actually, the little few pieces we have left are probably buried
Okay.
back up in here because we're moved on to other projects now. So yeah, it's way back in the pile there, and then way up on the top is the leftover stuff.
Okay. Doug, what kind of wood did you use for the bar?
We used fir on the front, fir on the keel, and then solid walnut on the top with some brass inlays.
Okay. Does that top have a special treatment on it?
It's got 3 coats of our pigmented conversion varnish finish on it. Yep.
And what about those Viking heads that were in the top of the bar? How
They're
were those
brass.
done? Those are brass.
So we routed them in with our CNC machine.
Okay.
And then we filled them with brass shavings and then epoxied over them and then sanded them off flush.
So tell me the story, Doug. How did this come about that they chose you from Owatonna? You know the glass company here in Owatonna was the ones that was used to to use all the glass in the U.S. Bank Stadium. So how did you come about to get another Owatonna company to be so famous here?
Well, it's kind of a weird story. Actually, one of our other owners knew somebody who knew somebody, and they approached us and asked us if we'd be interested in building a ship. And we're like, we've never built a ship. We built kitchen cabinets, but we're more than willing to try it. So that's kind of how it started.
What was the big challenge of building this?
Probably just the overall getting the design right to meet, to get the approval of the Vikings, and we wanted it to be right because it's a one-time thing, and hopefully the stadium will be there, be there our lifetime for sure, and so we wanted it to be what they wanted and make it an piece of art, not just a piece of furniture.
Well, how exciting is this for you guys to have a piece of furniture that's long-lasting in the Vikings organization?
It's awesome. I mean, it's really just a great thing to be part of the U.S. Bank Stadium with a partnership with the Vikings. They've just been great to work with, and we appreciate everything they've done for us and letting us host a party like this for the small town. It just shows you what this town's about, how the people come out and support everything like that.
So what's Ziggy Wolf like?
I've never met Ziggy. We have the contact people we deal with, and I'm sure Ziggy's a great guy. And he spent a lot of money on this thing, and I hope he enjoys the bar as much as everybody else does.
Can you tell us how much this cost?
No, I prefer not to.
Prefer not to?
Yeah.
But it's probably on the expensive side. Yeah. Something like this is custom made, and
it's a piece of art. It's one, it'll never ever be duplicated.
Yeah, and another thing too is, did you have to make this per their specs, or did you pretty much have any free creativity on it?
We had some freedom, but everything we did samples of to show them, to get their approval. We didn't want to have something that was a big surprise to them at the end, so we made sure we did their approval on everything, did samples and showed it to them and had it approved first before we moved forward with it.
Sure. Now on the front of the bar, are there going to be any brass round kick toe?
Nope, there won't be no kick plates. I'm guessing on the stools they probably have the kick plate on the stools themselves.
Okay, so
they'll have some under cabinet lighting underneath the bar that'll shine down on the wall, which will be very cool. And the area above, it's got all kinds of lights that shine down on top of the bar. So.
And they chose their own stools then for that?
Yeah, we just supplied this. So
the bar.
I'm sure that's the interior design group that we work with that will pick those things
wow,
up.
That's great.
Yep.
And what was your biggest challenge in building this?
Biggest challenge probably was just the time frame. We didn't hear about it till March, and we had to have it done by June 1st, and you just never know on a project like this how long it's going to take because it's all hand carved, and we had about 600 hours into this thing total. And
which one of you drank the first beer at that bar?
I'm not sure. I think the guys that put the finish on it, they sent me a picture the other day with them drinking a beer and sitting next to it, so they probably got the first one.
Okay, but you've christened the bar yourself.
I've had a beer over the top of the bar.
Okay,
absolutely.
That sounds great.
Yes.
Are they going to invite you up to the suite to?
I think we get to come up. We're still negotiating with that, but I think we get to come up and take some pictures and stuff of it. And we will go the day we deliver it on Thursday to help them put it together and stuff. So.
All right. Well, when you do that and you get some good pictures, make sure you email me a few of those, okay? From the U.S. Stadium, because that would make for some great press in the paper.
Sure.
And again, my name is Mark DeLapp, and I'm at hotmail.com.
Okay.
So if you can send me some pictures as soon as we can, we'll get this in the paper. And you're on the Where's Mark segment, which is hot right now in southeastern Minnesota.
Sure.
So congratulations, Doug.
Yes.
I really wish you the best, and
Thank you.
it's nice to see your business just taking off in a small town like Owatonna,
Right, exactly.
being brought to national spotlight.
Yeah, it's cool. This town's very supportive of everything anybody does in this town. And that's just what we loved about doing the open house, to let the people in this town have a little share of it.
How many people do you think you had here tonight?
I would guess between 250 and 300, I would think.
Just in the last 10 minutes, I think.
Probably.
You should have seen me trying to get through the crowd to get here.
It could be more than that. I'm not a real judge. I was just mingling around talking to people, so I'm not a real judge of, of people in the crowd. But
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Doug. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.